So disturbing footage has emerged from Hong Kong, um, and it's taken place on the MRT transit system, specifically Yuen Long Station. And basically, a group of masked men um, bombarded themselves onto this carriage with bamboo sticks covered in black masks and started laying into young people on the way to a demonstration. To be clear here, the footage speaks for itself. The people that were attacking were unarmed. You could clearly hear young women crying in distress. A young man gets down on his knees to plead with them to stop, and he's assaulted point blank. The footage is unsettling. I'll put a link in this video, but I suspect these are probably triads or other organized criminals, and they're being paid by Beijing. It absolutely would not surprise me. Xi Jinping's communist regime, and it is very Xi Jinping centric these days, um, they're not going to be stupid enough to go in there as, like, so obviously, but what they'll do is underhand tactics. They'll get criminals like triads to do their dirty work for them. Um, if arrests are being made in Hong Kong of demonstrators, then I want to see Carrie Lam's administration taking action against these thugs. I mean, the footage speaks for itself. It's very unsettling, and it really makes me wonder what direction Hong Kong is going in if Beijing is now getting thugs to violently attack demonstrators. People can talk about the invasion of the legislative building, which was an aggressive act, but it wasn't attacking individuals. This was specifically violently attacking individuals. And these masked scumbags, these evil men with their masks, were beating up young men and women who weren't armed. I mean, if they're not arrested, it would be a damn disgrace. But this is just another reminder of why all democracies need to stand up to the regime in Beijing. Xi Jinping knows about this. Xi Jinping knows what's going on. So does his vile regime. And this is how Chinese power operates. It's the power of the fist. It's the power of the bully. That's why China's claims to be a victim are laughable. It's like a bad joke. When Boris Johnson or Jeremy Hunt gets into office this week, they need to send out a message. We should not have any state visits by China anytime in the foreseeable future. Um, and we need to really play hardball. You know, Trying to negotiate with the Chinese regime, I don't think it works. Bullies only understand one language. Um, any pro Beijing comments here, I'm going to delete. You don't deserve my platform. I'm very angry about this, and I'm disgusted by it, but I'm not surprised by it. It just makes me wonder what direction Hong Kong is going in. Because what these people want is basic human rights and freedom, which is gradually being eroded by the communist regime, the vile, thuggish, cowardly communist regime in Beijing, a truly rotten regime. I'm no xenophobe, but every time something like this happens, it just reminds me why I have such contempt for the CCP. And anyone that thinks they have no connection to this is just being naive. I mean, do you really think this is just like what, just muggings or something that's just like a random thing? No, these pro Beijing demonstrators, these pro Beijing thugs, they're going to be, they'll have a source somewhere, be motivated by it. They won't do it without money. I think we all know what the source is. It's utterly shameful. This is how Chinese power behaves. It's a power of the fist, it's a power of the bully, it's a power of thugs, and of cards.